know I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. This is taken just shy of the 10. And
at their own 28-yard line.
On first down, Locke. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Robert Woods, 72 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 38-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, they'll run with Chubb and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's going to rifle one deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jakeem Grant, 52 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
He's taken down back at his own 8-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Locke. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It happens, too.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Because, it wasn't because I was beating you guys.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Locke working out of the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He'll send this one into the mile-high air. That's a good one. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw, Kaepernick. They set up the screen to Chubb. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Kaepernick now on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb.
No, come on.
It's a room to maneuver. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He was
in on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, here's Kaepernick. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Julio Jones, 31 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Broncos 7. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties.
Did you draft it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Took it over mid-season, went to the playoffs.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Locke. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. the gun. Block. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
There he goes left side.
I'm only going to be
and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A 62-yard punt return. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one. I don't want to write them off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this and a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way. But you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
Yeah, right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5.
I'll take him off you, but I don't know what I should.
Nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 1.
I got to see
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they will run it with Michelle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Brings up third and goal.
Discipline. We got discipline on this team.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Charlie.
Block now on third and goal.
And that's it every time, man. That's Callahan over there. He ain't checking Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas there to make the grab.
He's good, but I mean,
get a bit
he's not checking Michael Thomas, bro. You see the release he had
to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Brings up
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Kaepernick.
Oh, throw it, Cap.
Broncos get there and
And
take
Julio
it
wide
down.
open.
Samson Abukum able to get him for a loss of about 3.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. It's caught. Jones.
Come on.
Accelerating,
Get
and
off.
off he goes.
That's a receiver right there for your ass. Let's go, Michael Thomas.
Touchdown.
Look out of here.
Julio Jones.
That's a receiver right there.
80-yard touchdown.
That's a receiver right
And the
there.
Raiders add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum.
I might
Not
throw
so
a haul
fast.
at you for
No,
him.
not at all,
Shit,
because they
fuck
end up
it.
pushing the lead up once
Him and
again,
Julio
and you're
went out
exactly
east
right.
side
Thought
with
momentum might
Jefferson
have
and
been
Crowder.
shifting.
Stop
Instead,
it.
they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and long. And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now Locke. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Let's
Picked up by
go.
Dane Cruikshank. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
That's all you got.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Broncos 14. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Man, he got all them hot routes and shit.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun. Block.
No!
Flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Michael Thomas. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Broncos 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Jakeem Grant. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Now that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run. Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. This is caught inside the 15. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down.
Not at the moment.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory. And the Raiders have got him. Tyus Bowser. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Locke.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, it's Woods. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54 Mike. Check. 54.
They run it again with Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Nick Chubb.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now, the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
From just shy of midfield. Lock looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Woods. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 16. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Lock. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's the option. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Caught.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson.
No fucking way. On a goal line formation.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
That is crazy.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Block. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. 22 check.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 54.
And again, It's Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Kaepernick now to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24 at the 43-yard line. Now Johnson. Room here to run. 20, 10, and he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big run there by Johnson. 49 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the Broncos are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Second down and goal. Lock flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark. Let's go, defense, let's get out the field.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Third down.
The Raiders on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
You were saying?
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And some strong running. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go with Chubb on second down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Oh, Chubby.
Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nick Chubb with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
What the fuck is that?
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. One final try for Locke. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
56.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.